rocket like rocket fuel.
Big numbers, big numbers. 100-minute bag, that's a big number. Big numbers, big numbers. Whole team counted, that's a big number.
Hey, foreign cars, foreign seats with the foreign leather. Foreign number, put the card in the ATM in the sad era. Yeah, flex mode, this ain't Southwest, this a jet. I ain't gotta shut the cell off, cause the iPhone don't got a jet mode. Bad need pesto. If you wanna come, let's go. We ain't going nowhere special. I just wanna see more desto. Hit your throw and I'ma catch those. Mexican, I make pesos. Hit your sauce, I'll replace those. Number save, no name though. We need more, tell them we need more. Putting numbers on the board, let them keep the score. Hey, 16 cars in my front yard. Hey, 30 on my wrist, bullet point to God.
Big numbers, big numbers. 100-minute bag, that's a big number. Big numbers, big numbers. Whole team counted, that's a big number.
Yeah, wrist man, check the wrist man, got him hot. Ay, man can't ball like this, man. Lord, past the pig skin when he stretch a distance. I'm talking a few 100,000 yards, you just on your 5th grand. Run it up, 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 count it up. Ay, hundreds and 50s and 20s, no 5s and no singles, don't count on them. Ay, she wanted like me cause her lame, she can't count on him. She tried to be nosy and hit up my ex, she like, girl, you can count on him.
Hey, we need more, tell them we need more. Putting numbers on the board, let them keep the score. Hey, 16 cars in my front yard. Hey, 30 on my wrist, bullet point to God.
Big numbers, big numbers. 100-minute bag, that's a big number. Big numbers, big numbers. Whole team counted, that's a big number. Big numbers, big numbers. 100-minute bag, that's a big number. Big numbers.
Okay, Coach, we are just west of downtown Denver off of I-25 at Empower Field at Mile High. Just a short time ago, sounds loud enough to reverberate across the Rockies. They're ready for football in Denver as the Broncos get set to do battle with the Kansas City Chiefs. Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. This fielded at the 2. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
Let's go!
Check out! 613!
Number 53! Mike 53!
Rabbit! Check 50, check 50.
Check the backer, check the backer!
Now the young man who was a Pro Bowler as an undrafted rookie, it's Phillip Lindsay. It'll go as a loss of 3 right away, and it's second down. Okay, there's a tone setter. First play from scrimmage, stuff him in the backfield.
You know what they were doing last night in the hotel room? Visualizing exactly that. That's what they were thinking about. Making that play, having leverage, lower than the offensive lineman, getting into the offensive backfield, knocking someone down. Just what you said, setting the tone early for this game.
Jeez, you are fired up.
When I see a play like that, I can't help it.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13.
Under 10!
Off of play action. Lock. This is the tight end fan. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a first down.
As far as I'm concerned, Andrew Luck can do it all. I mean, he's an underrated runner. Toughness in the pocket, strong and stout. But let's face it, the money, that comes from his arm.
And smart, valedictorian of his high school class in Houston. Then he goes to Stanford. He's got it all.
Who that? Check three!
One day.
Melvin Gordon, the two-time Pro Bowler. And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. Tackled by Bradley Chubb, the number 5 pick in the 2018 draft.
At the 47-yard line.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
On.
Now they run from the gun with Gordon. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. They call that a loss of 6 yards. And it's 3rd down now. We were just talking about him pregame. 3 tackles for a loss. Last week you thought he looked so explosive on film. Starting off good there. Another one in the first quarter.
He's every bit of what you described. And I don't want to make it too simplistic, but right now for him, it's see ball, get ball. And that's what he's doing really, really well, and he's doing it in the offense's backfield.
3rd and long. It's Locke. Eluding the pressure right. And the throw there going to be incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
He steps into this one, and this is a rocket.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Yellow.
Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
That's got to be a long day. Kill.
Now a give, right side. Swift. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. Now, you often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
Operating from the 27 now. Here's 2nd and 3. And a give this time to the tailback. And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go.
And it's 3rd
A
down.
nickel set defensively for the Broncos here on 3rd down. From the gun, it's Mahomes. He's got his man. That's Hardman. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Mecole Hardman, his 6th touchdown of the season, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. No problem there on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0.
Chiefs 7, Broncos 0.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive, and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win 1st down. You win 2nd down. And guess what? You start accumulating 1st downs, and that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Watch the run.
Love. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete.
As tight ends go, he might not provide the super flashy plays very often, but he's pretty reliable. Usually an excellent target, and normally catches what's thrown to him, but he didn't on that play.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10.
All day. 11 feet.
any day.
25, check 25, check 25.
Quick hitter here, it's complete. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. It'll wind up being a loss of 2, and they'll be facing a 3rd and 12.
Go! 90!
No chance.
Play action, it's Locke. Now a hit, and Locke lost the football. It's out.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And they'll be looking to make this a 2-score advantage. Had the touchdown on their first drive, Charles. Hey, they can get up 2 scores here on the road. That's a heck of a start.
And not only have they thought about it, I wonder if they visualized it. I remember playing, and they used to turn the lights out in our meeting room and run through a situation like this and say, just think about what it would be like to be up on the road and take the crowd out of it. Maybe they did some of that.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
Here we go. Check.
They'll try the left side. Swift gets this to the 24 for a gain of 4.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did, to get them into a manageable 3rd down, because they had the incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
Let's go deep, tighten up. Let's go deep, tighten up.
47's the mic. 47's the
Attack.
Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. Looking for Watkins, and it's intercepted. Duke Dawson picks it. And a terrific return as he takes this thing all the way down near the 20-yard line. He was looking for Watkins that time.
Well, this win is definitely going to be a factor as this game goes along. He's throwing straight into it here in the first quarter, and the ball fluttered on him a little bit. They'll definitely have to file that one away and make a mental note of it.
Switch it. Come on, switch it.
On 1st and 10, it's Lindsey. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. On the tackle, Tyrann Mathieu.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the 2nd level.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Let's go one more. Watch the edge.
SOS.
They'll keep it on the ground. This time it's Gordon. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with 3rd down now looming.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Check out. 390. Mike, let's go, D. Big series right here. We got to step it up.
Luck looks to throw on 3rd and 1. He's got his tight end Fant, but he will have the first down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. And they got 3 yards. That's enough. A conversion, and now it's 1st and goal.
Pull it together. Sponge.
Hey, check. Alert 3.
Check safety.
1st and goal, Melvin Gordon. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14.
It's coming
So a loss of 5, and it'll be second down.
All right, quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers playing with their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them between the second and the third level.
And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. So the contact came before the ball got there, and the flag is thrown.
Timing is everything, isn't it? And it's so hard to cover these great receivers. They have such great body control, and they can fake you out. In this case, as you described, got there before the ball got to the receiver. Penalty flag had to come out.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be second down. Back at the 5-yard line now, second and goal.
In your face.
Check 24, check 24. Mexico, Mexico. 53, check 53. Not here.
Here's Lott. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
Second goal, last thing you need to do is get pushed backwards to take a sack. But he couldn't find anywhere to go with the football. Had to eat it and ended up on the ground.
Well, they need to reverse the trend. The last 2 plays have gone backwards. Now it's third and goal. Now Lott. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Chris Jones in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. The kick by McManus is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces him to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. This is what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
We got this.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. A tale of 2 extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
45. Mike, 45. Zoom, fellas, let's go. Hey, check Mike 45. Check Mike 9.
Mahomes going to throw. Completes it to Hardman. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. Hardman, the 2nd-round pick out of Georgia, really showcased his speed at the Combine, running a 4.3 340, and should help give Patrick Mahomes another versatile playmaker to work with at the receiver position. Came up a little short on the last pass play. They did get 9 yards out of it, leaving him with his 3rd and 1. Now here's Mahomes. It's Kelsey on the ground. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. Here's Tyler Newsome now. And it's a fake here on 4th and inches. And this is incomplete. A huge gamble, and it does not pay off. They fake the punt. It doesn't work out. And the Broncos are going to get the football back in great field position. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Whip, 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 whip. Watch the whip. Strong right. Go.
They'll run. It's Lindsey. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. Give him 14 yards there and a Denver first down.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
Now a first down throw. Locke flush to his right. And he's going to have the hook up to Sutton. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. So now then, the penalty's got him set up with a first and goal.
He's crashing. He's checking crash.
Monday.
Back to throw. Locke. Rush coming, and he's taken down. A rough couple of weeks for the man under center. 5 sacks last week, 4 now this week. Do you try to design some quicker developing plays if you're an offensive coordinator?
I think you do that. I think you also change his launch point at times. In other words, move your pocket to the right, to the left, roll him out, bootleg him. Do some different things so they can't just rely on the fact that he's going to take 3 to 5 steps back in the pocket and line up and throw the football.
Yeah, current formula's not working right now. And the Chiefs' D closes in on him again, and they drop him behind the line. Couple of plays sent them the wrong way, and now they face a 3rd and 14.
Bring it. Shit.
Go ahead.
Shit.
Out of the gun, Locke. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. And since the penalty occurred in the end zone, move the ball to the 1-yard line.
First and goal from the 1-yard line. Costly penalty.
Check 43.
On.
A shotgun snap for Locke. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. Well, your QB's been sacked 4 times in the game already, and they're the holding call.
And you know darn well the offensive line coach is frustrated and upset that he's been hit that many times already. He doesn't really care that they hold now. Just don't let him get hit anymore.
Luck on first down. Now a hit, and Locke lost the football. It's out. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, and that could have been trouble. Now it looks like we've got a Bronco that's banged up on the play. We'll step aside and get a report when we come back to Denver. First down, a bit of a disaster, and now on 2nd and goal, back even further. First throw now for the backup Locke. They'll roll him out right. And this is caught at the 8. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. A touchdown-saving tackle there. Now it's 3rd and goal. They come out here in the I. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal.
Check 99. 36.
Ready.
They'll try to run with Lindsey. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. No gain on the play, and what to do now on 4th and goal. Well, the Broncos had 15 4th down conversions last year, most in the NFL, and they're going here.
Watch the screen. Check. Lucky.
They're going with Lindsey, and this is going to be nowhere close. Needed some inches and ended up losing yardage. They're turned away on 4th and goal. And the ball is going to be going back to the Chiefs.
Come on, baby. Let's see what you got. Hey, 43, 15. March 47. Down south. All day, dog.
On 1st down, Mahomes. And he's got his receiver. That's Sammy Watkins. And they'll bring him down right around the 13. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the 1st down completion. Quarterback Patrick Mahomes has some fond memories of playing here in Denver. In fact, one of his earliest NFL memories came here in the Mile High City. That was back in the final week of the 2017 season while Alex Smith was resting up for the playoffs. And we got a glimpse of what the young Mahomes could do. He threw for 284 yards in a 27-24 Chiefs victory. That, of course, was the first start of the career for Patrick Mahomes.
1st down, Kansas City.
Yellow. Go on, 80. Check, 47. Here we go. Check 52. Check 15. Check hot route. Hot.
Mahomes now on 1st down. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he'll be about a full yard shy of the 20 at the 19-yard line. Only 3 there on the screen at 2nd down.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed. But all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. Throwing again on 2nd down. Mahomes. Man open. That's Byron Pringle complete. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Give him 13 yards there and a Kansas City 1st down. Throwing on 1st down is Mahomes. And this is caught by Watkins. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Mahomes now 7 of 10 here in this first half, and he's got a 1st and 10.
Here we go.
Again, they'll throw with Mahomes. That'll be caught by Rodgers. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. 1st down for the Chiefs. Solid chunk of yardage, 17 on the play. On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. This pass going to be caught by Hardman. That was play number 7 on this drive, and it got him 7 yards. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half. Able to get 7 on that 1st down pass play. 2nd and 3. They'll try the left side. Swift. And some room to maneuver. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. A great play there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. And that'll give them a 2-score lead here, but I'm looking ahead. They just want to hold it for the final moments here of the 2nd quarter. They don't want to give up anything on the other side.
No, not at all, because if they don't, it almost had the feel of an imposing their will score. And right now, they want to make sure they keep that and carry it into the 2nd half.
And to no one's surprise here in Denver, that'll carry through the back of the end zone for a touchback. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And you're under a minute to go in the half, a first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out the clock, lick your wounds at the half, and see if you can come up with a strategy to play better in the 2nd. But There's also something to challenging your offense right here. You know, hey, guys, you help dig this hole. See if you can get us out of it a little bit before the half runs out. Let's go make some plays.
First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line.
Big stop, let's go.
They'll fake it. Now Locke. He'll let this go deep for Sutton. A pass for Sutton is intercepted. Picked off at the 24.
You're trailing, you're trying to get points late in the half. I absolutely understand that. But remember, it's all about the ball. And without the ball, you can't get those points. They just turned it over.
Now you got to be careful because that deficit can get a little bigger on the other side with that good field position they just took over with. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Kill. Check three.
They'll try the left side. Swift, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime.
Get ready.
Yellow.
4-7's the mic. 3 buzz.
They fake the give. Now Mahomes. Got it complete to Rodgers. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. That one good for a 1st down pickup of 18 yards. So we have reached halftime here in an 11-point contest. As now we send you out to Orlando and hook back up with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Ready for the start of the 3rd quarter. The Chiefs have the lead and set to receive the football. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spend the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the 2nd half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the 2nd half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. 2nd and 10 now from the 27.
Hey, Ripley. They're not ready for this. They still playing soccer. Y'all playing the wrong football.
Here's Mahomes to throw. Got an open man. It's Pringle. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one good for 26 and a 1st down.
First down, Kansas City.
And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
And he's got daylight. It's a foot race. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. A big play there with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Broncos onto the field ready to start their next drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
So don't say nothing. 11.
Here's Locke. He's got his big tight end, Fant. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Throwing is Locke. He's got a man. It's Sutton that's complete. And he's got the first, but we also have a flag on the field. And they're already walking backwards. And this 3rd down looking very tough after the holding penalty. 3rd and long.
Alert flare. Hey, check.
Locke steps away to his left. He's got his tight end, Fant. He's got this almost to the 40 before going out. 18 big yards on that one and a Denver first. Fant, the first-round pick out of Iowa, taken 20th overall. 2nd tight end taken in the draft. Amazingly, the 2nd Iowa tight end taken in the draft is teammate T.J. Hawkinson. 8th overall, he was selected by the Lions, but Noah Fant really wowed everyone in Indianapolis at the Combine and now trying to parlay that into an impressive NFL career. They'll run on 1st down. Lindsey. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Let's go, defense. Our time. It's our time. Watch the safety creep.
Gone right.
Fresno.
They'll go again with Lindsey. And he tried to bounce it outside, but they'll stop him behind the line. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down.
But if these guys are going to chop into that deficit, they're going to have to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
Right, 674.
Fellas, let's set a tone.
Throwing on 3rd down. Locke escaping the pressure right. And almost picked off. I guess the good news for them now, it's 4th down.
And we're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this 3rd quarter as he'll go for it on 4th down. They're going to go. It's Locke. It's caught inside the 25. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. 4th down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Now Luck. Flushed out right. And now he's going to use his legs. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir, able to turn that into a positive gain.
Check out. 622. They're going to need some therapy after this.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Luck eluding the pressure right. And this is caught at the 8. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. The pickup goes for 13 and sets him up 1st and goal.
Check out. 390. Mike. Let's go, Mexico. Say. Check out.
Luck now to throw. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
So 1st down went in the wrong direction. They're at the 13-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal.
Come on, QB, come on.
Now it's Luck. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal? To throw is Luck. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. From 13 yards out. And the Broncos cut into that lead. On here, Brandon McManus for the point after. And that score there makes this a much more manageable deficit.
Agreed, because before that touchdown, this looked like this was about over. Instead, they've got hope. They're back in the game. They feel better about themselves, and now they have a chance to make some more plays.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They were able to extend their lead with an opening drive touchdown here in the 3rd quarter, but that just got matched a moment ago.
So we know that what they discussed at the half worked. Now, what are the counters to that, right? You don't just run the same things over and over. Some do, but many will also show something and then come back with something else to keep the defense off balance.
They'll wind up losing 3 yards here, and that'll make this a 2nd and 13.
40.
Yellow. I'm going to ladies.
I'm going to run you over. I'm going to run you over.
43. 43.
The mic, folks. That is the mic. Wow.
You think you're going to get this?
From the gun, it's Mahomes. And he almost had it defensively. Could have been a game changer there in the 2nd half. Instead, it's 3rd down.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense if that fell harmlessly to the ground. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the all-pro linebackers, Von Miller. And he will score. Touchdown, Denver. Short throw, pick six right there, those linebackers. They love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
The defense more than did its job. Now the offense is summoned onto the field as they'll go for two. After the interception, it's Locke. Sliding out of the pocket. And he will get into the end zone to cut the lead a little bit further. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This will be taken in at the 1. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line.
The Chiefs take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And fresh off the pick six, they've got to forget about that quickly.
In this case now, the guy throwing the ball, he's got to be like what we talk about with defensive backs who get beat for a long touchdown. Short-term memory. Right back out there doing the things that he does best and knowing that taking care of the ball is paramount. Here's his opportunity.
All comes back to those defensive backs for the former DB, right?
I don't know where that comes from. It just kind of emerges out of me for some reason.
It's deep in there, right? From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. Mahomes going to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Well, it was second long. Now it's third and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive guys.
After the sack, things get a little tougher here. Third and long for Mahomes and the Chiefs. Now here's Mahomes. It's Kelsey on the ground. And he's not going to sniff the first down here. He stopped at the 25. They do get 10 back, but still a ways to go on 4th. Here's the Chiefs punter now as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. And he gets this away, angled for the sideline with a lot behind it. Wow. And this will be out of bounds at the what here? The 12-yard line. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And they had to go the length of the field last time out to get into the end zone. And with this starting field position, they're going to have to pretty much do it again.
And I think the thought process going into it is, hey, if you have to be methodical, go ahead and do that. But what you really want are a couple of big plays. Eat up chunks of yardage and cut down the number of times you have to snap the football.
Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a first down. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Welcome back now to Denver. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. Both teams working on short rest, but this has been one of the better Thursday night games we've seen as they come up here on 1st and 10. Now it's Lindsey. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Well, we talked about Philip Lindsay so much last year, but it bears repeating. Undrafted in 2018. The Broncos would sign him in May, and that was a good decision. He would have a 1,000-yard season, 9 touchdowns en route to a Pro Bowl appearance. So from undrafted to playing in the Pro Bowl in 10 months, that's pretty clean living for Philip Lindsay. 2nd and 5 now. Luck. Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle third. He couldn't catch it. Now 3rd down.
He's just not had his focus in this game. It's not 1 drop. It's not 2. That's 3 for this contest.
Yeah, uncharacteristic for any NFL receiver, and he's no exception. The Broncos on 3rd down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This will be 3rd and 5. Here's Luck. And a quick throw here. That's complete. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. He's up to 87 yards receiving now, and it's a first down. Luck now, 11 of 17 passing thus far. He's got his guys a 1st and 10. They'll run here with Lindsey, and they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. And trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. This linebacking core, they've done a good job of keeping that running game in check, haven't they?
They certainly have, and what they'll also do when this game is over is thank the guys up front, the big defensive line, because they've kept them clean, so to speak. Not letting blockers get to them, allowing them to run to the football and keep that running game bottled up.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Luck. Looking deep downfield. Incomplete. He had his hands on it but couldn't pick it. But it's now 4th down.
Trying to erase that deficit all at once. One big shot. He took it. Unfortunately for him, incomplete.
And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Now, the previous drive they punted, but that was just the first time they've had to do so in this game.
And when they turn on the game film, the coaches will rant about this, right? They'll say, oh, God, we got to move the ball, guys. We can't punt the ball away. But they have to keep smiles off their faces because that's the first time in the game they've had to do so. They've moved it quite well. They'll overall be happy with what they've seen.
A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 28-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 28 now as they come up on 2nd and a couple. To throw, it's Mahomes. Rodgers brings it in. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down. Mahomes now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. Working from the gun, Mahomes. Complete, the tight end, Kelsey. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Mahomes firing complete, and he'll be stopped right at midfield. Give him 15 yards on that one. Kansas City has a 1st down.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomped down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football.
Yellow. Hey, 57, 57.
From midfield, here's Mahomes. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Give him 15 yards on that one. Kansas City has a 1st down. Mahomes will bring him up 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive.
No. Easy.
Now a give, right side. Swift. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
Tight dog, tight dog, tight dog.
Right back to him on first down. And this time they were ready for him as he's taken down at the line of scrimmage. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Mahomes now to throw. And this is going to be incomplete. The All-Pro Von Miller there defensively.
When I watched that play, I thought about what my coaches had told me in the past. The biggest teaching point, get your head around. Locate the football so you can make a play on it while it's in the air. That's exactly what he did there. That was nice.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
And the blitz does come. And he's got it. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. And this defense here going to burn their 2nd timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. They'll try to run this one in. And he is in. Touchdown, Kansas City. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead.
Well, that was absolutely ideal for them, wasn't it? Trying to salt this game away. I think one of my kids just graduated in the amount of time they had the football. That was absolutely impressive.
Everybody wants those salt away the game drives. What makes them successful?
Well, when you're able to mix run-pass, when you're able to control the football and stay ahead of the chains, I'm using every cliche I know, but that's how you get it done because you're not taking negative plays, and that way you're able to run what you want to run when you get a chance to call it.
And he'll get to the 30-yard line before going out of bounds.
At their own 30-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field ready to start their next drive. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But, hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10. Now Luck. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however, and let's see what that's about. Well, you won't hear any boos from this home crowd on that call.
No, not at all, and it's been a long day for this crowd waiting for this game. It's been a long evening as well. Finally, they feel they got a call.
Watch the curl. Watch the curl. Watch the twist.
Luck on 1st down. He's going to let it fly. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. And incomplete there, almost picked off. That's one you maybe expect your roaming free safety to come up with. But it's 2nd down. So it's Bronco football as we get your reset here. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Luck. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off at the 18, and he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line.
Obviously disappointing, but you had to go for broke here, down 2 scores. So that forced you to make some throws you definitely wouldn't want to make. And I think this interception is going to pretty much write an end to this one.
Tighten up, tighten up. Yellow. Check.
On 1st down, Swift. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. Now the Broncos will use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. 2nd and long, but you got to figure this almost certainly another run.
Hey, switch gears.
Undercrunch.
Check nickel.
They'll keep it on the ground. Swift. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one, a gain of 20 and a first down.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the fourth as it was way back in the first, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. Mecole Hardman, the intended target, and now it's second down.
Yellow. Check, 47. And watch that, and watch the ball. Check 4, check the line. Check 26, check 26.
Gets it to Hardman, a jet sweep. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's third down.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stop that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
And they'll need the 39 here for a first. This is third down.
Hey, watch it, watch it. Back. Check your hot read.
Yellow.
To throw is Mahomes. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And, boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. 8 yards on the screen there, not enough, and it'll be fourth down. So this one in the win column for Kansas City, and they were spurred on by a strong performance in that fourth quarter as they held their opponents off the scoreboard.
Everyone wants to pitch a shutout for the entire game, but when you throw one in the fourth quarter, that tells everyone that you're getting stronger and dominance is starting to take over, right? The way that you close, the way that you finish, that gets preached to you from the time you're playing Little League football all the way up through. And they closed them out with a big-time performance down the stretch.
So for the Chiefs, they move back over 500 now at 4-3. And now they'll have a few extra days here before they face Kansas City next week. Meanwhile, for the Broncos, they fall a game under the 500 mark at 3-4 through 7 games. And they'll try to get back to their winning ways next week as they head to Indianapolis to take on the Colts. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.
Big numbers, 100-minute bag, that's a big number. Big numbers, whole team counted, that's a big number.
Hey, foreign cars, foreign seats with the foreign leather. Foreign number, put the card in the ATM in the sad era. Yeah, flex mode, this ain't Southwest, this is Jet. I ain't gotta shut the cell off, cause the iPhone don't got a jet mode. Bad pesto. If you wanna come, let's go. We ain't going nowhere special. I just wanna see more Modesto. Hit your thought, I'ma catch those. Mexican, dame pesos. Hit your sauce, I'll replace those. Number save, no name though. We need more, tell them